Breaking news, Habs Nation. When the NHL hit pause for the inaugural Four Nations face-off in early February, things were looking dicey for the Canadiens, and not just in the standings. Head coach Martin St. was juggling a major dilemma, a fractured blue line thanks to a serious injury to Caden Gull. It was a crushing blow. Gull had anchored Montreal's shutdown unit with new arrival Alexander Carrier, and together they'd helped propel the Habs into a surprise playoff push. Enter Lane Hutson. The rookie sensation had already been making waves alongside Mike Matheson, but when the Gull-Carrier duo fell apart, St. was forced to get creative and fast. The Habs had clawed their way into a wild-card spot as late as January 21st, but an 8-loss spiral in 9 games threatened to derail everything. By the Four Nations break, they were 6 points out with a crowd of contenders ahead. St. threw everything at the wall, mixing and matching pairings with near desperation. But in the final game before the break, something clicked. Hutson was paired with Jayden Struble and Matheson with Carrier. It was only a one-game trial, a 5-3 loss to Tampa Bay, but it showed promise. So coming out of the break, St. doubled down. Matheson and Carrier would now handle shutdown duty. Hutson, deployed with a more stable Struble, would be unleashed to work his offensive magic. And what magic it was! Given more offensive zone starts and the green light to push the pace, Hutson exploded. 7 points in 6 games out of the gate. 25 in 26 by the end of the stretch. A +18 rating. A 55% expected goals share at even strength. The kid didn't just meet expectations, he shattered them. Matheson, meanwhile, took on the dirty work. It wasn't always pretty. Logging over 25 minutes a night with a heavy dose of defensive zone draws, he struggled at times and saw his numbers dip. But he held the line just enough, finishing only -5 despite the gauntlet. With Hutson's blazing +18, it balanced out beautifully. And here's where it gets juicy, the move didn't just elevate the Stars. It stabilized the whole defense. Struble flipped from -11 to +11. Even David Savard, the veteran warhorse, improved his numbers. St. didn't just plug a hole, he reinforced the entire structure. Now, with the playoffs here, the irony is rich. The very pairings that saved the Habs season might now be broken up to tighten matchups. Gull is back. Hutson's a force. And suddenly, reuniting the old shutdown combo and the original offensive duo could give Montreal its best shot in the postseason. At the heart of it all? A coach who bet big on a rookie, redefined a veteran's role, and found a way to wring every ounce of potential from his team. Martin St. didn't just steer the Canadiens back into the playoffs, he did it by turning crisis into opportunity, and that, folks, is the mark of a leader. Go Habs go!